You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction. Cause you.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Tap In. We are OneOOne. I'm your host, Andy Danchuk, and I'm here with my co-host and business partners, Sean Frey and James Black. What's going on, boys?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It is your responsibility to tap in into information that is going to benefit you and your life. This podcast will hopefully expand your thinking so that you can finally take control. All right, now that we got that out, let's hit this one, boys. Let's get right the fuck into it. So we're going to leave this topic very broad, and we're going to see where it takes us. And if we feel the need to dial in on a subject further later on, we will do another podcast that's more detailed on that specific subject. But today we are going to talk about change. So recently I have been thinking a lot about change and the feelings that arise within you when you're trying to change. There's constant feelings of resistance every single time I'm trying to change, especially when it's almost at a point in my head I know this is going to benefit me if I do it, but yet everything, my comfort, my shit fucking bitch voice is telling me otherwise because that's what I'm used to. So then I either suck it up and do it and feel really good because I did something I didn't want to do and it actually made me better, or I don't and it makes me feel even shittier and shittier and shittier and shittier, and then I just get into this bad fucking mental state because I didn't do one fucking hard thing and I wasn't willing to change one tiny little fucking thing, and then it leads to a whole lot of fucking bullshit. And it's crazy, dude, because change is something that's good. Change is something that needs to be accepted more often than it is. People are scared to fucking change. People constantly tell you when they say goodbye to you, bro, take it easy. Every time somebody takes it easy, that shit makes me fucking angry. Because you're not fucking changing when you take it easy. If you're consistently taking it easy, what the fuck are you doing to push yourself further? You're doing nothing. You're taking it easy. If you take it easy, what the fuck is going to come to you? Nothing comes easy. Even people saying sorry now fucking freaks me the fuck out, because like, sorry is for sorry people, bro. I'm not sorry about fucking anything. Why are we so used to, and this is something that needs to change, that's why I'm talking about it, why is society so used to and so quick just to say sorry? Sorry. No, motherfucker, don't be sorry. Say, oh shit, I fucked that up and I'm going to be better next time. Say something like that.
Because sorries usually are not.
Sorry's just like, oh, sorry, and then you forget you did it.
Yeah,
you forget you did it. Fuck you, bro.
If you actually take like an action after the fact, like if you fucked up and it's somewhere where you normally say sorry, but instead of saying sorry, you like recognize the fact that you just fucked up and state on that. So then you show the person like, okay, I see what I did wrong. Now this is what I'm going to do to improve it, because now you point out to yourself because you actually took time to look at it and validate it, instead of just saying, brushing off with the shoulder and saying sorry, whatever, because now you're mad at me for something I don't even know why right now. And then you're also thinking about how you're going to make a difference now.
But why are you even sorry? You're sorry because you did something the same as you've been fucking doing? You're sorry because you're not willing to change? You're like, what do you fucking, you're just sorry.
It depends on how you look at it too, your perspective. For me, when I think of saying sorry, I don't even think of it in that manner because I'm already in there in my head. If something happens, I take responsibility for it and I think about it and learn how to change it for the better.
Say sorry.
Well, I don't say sorry. I just understand. But when I do say sorry, it's like I've been saying it less.
Yeah.
But it's like when I'm at work or something, I'm like in someone's way. I'm like, oh, my bad. Like, let me get out of the way. But I'm thinking about, like, we're all there working. We're all there doing the same thing. Like, what am I, like, why is it my bad? I'm here working. Like, do you need to get in here? Okay, like, come on in. Like, I'll move. I'll get out of your way. But, like, it's not my bad. Like, it's not like I'm not supposed to be here or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But I think it's just for me becoming a very respectful person that I like when I'm in someone's way, I'm like, oh, like let me get out of the way, and I just say like my bad as a habit that I'm trying to change.
Yeah, it's
just because like, oh, you know what, I'm just like, all right, I'll get out of your way because I understand he's trying to work too, and I gotta work, and we gotta be in each other's space. But I shouldn't be sorry
and
for
it's
that.
Not my bad.
Those are
I'm
our
doing
jobs.
My fucking job.
Right? Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Like, I'm here doing my fucking job. What the fuck am I sorry for being in your way? What the fuck?
I'm getting better at not saying my bad and saying, hey, you have to get in here. Come on in. Like. I'll move out of the way for you instead of saying my bad. Let me get out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's like many different ways to actually view like what we're having. You're talking about something that's very basic, like you're not technically in anyone's way, but we're so used to saying, "Oh, sorry, let me get out of your way" when someone's trying to get through, even though you're not really in their way and you're just.
But that's just a bad habit of saying sorry.
Yeah, exactly. But no,
that's what I'm saying. Break it there. Change. It's not going to feel.
Well,
it's going to feel weird that you can't just say sorry.
Is there a point? So, what my question is going to be: is there a point where you guys think that there should be like you don't want to say sorry at all? Because I think there's some valid places to say sorry, but not just sorry. Because if you say just sorry, like I was saying,
there's a difference between a sincere apology and
that's
sorry.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
There's
like,
a time and a place for a sincere apology,
which will include sorry if you
sorry, but then you're using sorry in the
more.
correct context.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to point out because like there's definitely a clear difference between the situations that we're talking about. We're not just talking about all sorry.
When you need to apologize for seriously fucking
you could
up.
start off with sorry, but then that's when you go deeper into like, yo, I'm sorry that I did this to like I did this to hurt you, or I did this to fuck something up. This is what I'm going to do to fix it because I see that.
But that's
fucked up.
all sorry should be used for.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I just wanted to ask if we're on the same page with it.
Something just went off in my head where now that we're talking about it, I'm seeing sorry as just a word. Actually, to be sorry is a emotion or a feeling you feel. But now that we're talking about it, I don't think people should say it.
Well, because if thoughts thoughts are things and you're saying sorry consistently, then you're a sorry motherfucker. Well, sorry motherfuckers don't get any good shit.
Well, can someone look up the definition of sorry while we're on it? Just do that real quick.
The definition of
sorry? Well, because I'm thinking about like a sorry person. Are you a sorry person
I feel like
all the time? But it's like when you're sorry, you shouldn't say I'm sorry. You should say I'm apologizing because of what I did, and I won't do that again.
Somehow I clicked on sorry, D's nuts.
But
only time it's appropriate.
But you know what I mean? Like when I think of it now that we're talking about it, I don't think people should say it because it's more of a feeling.
Feeling distress emotionally through sympathy with someone else's misfortune. Feeling regret or So
it's a feeling that you feel.
So why the fuck?
So why do you say I'm sorry? Because it's an emotion. So you're trying to get someone else to understand that you feel a certain way, I guess. But just apologize for what you did.
You don't even feel that way because you're not even fucking portraying the feelings of actually feeling sorry.
But I'm saying when it's real. Like I'm saying you're not portraying the feelings because you're just saying I'm sorry. Exactly. If you were actually apologizing, you say, "Hey, I'm apologizing because of what happened and I was this shouldn't have happened and I won't do this again." You don't go around just saying, "Hey, I'm sorry." Because that's just a feeling. It's not an explanation for what happened.
Facts.
So what you're saying is instead of saying I'm sorry, like when you're actually apologetic, like you actually feel that guilt because of some misfortune or whatever. You're saying instead of saying I'm sorry, say I apologize because you don't want I'm sorry to become more of a habit than it already is what you're trying to get at.
Yeah, pretty much because it's not, I don't think of it as a word anymore now. I think of it as a feeling. And the feel, you don't you tell someone how you're feeling, but that's not how you genuinely apologize to someone for something. That's just you expressing your feelings. Like, hey, I'm sorry, but what did you do? What happened? What can you do to fix it? And the thing is, people use that as like a scapegoat that they did something for what they did wrong just to make themselves feel better, actually.
And it's funny you say that because I literally, the older I've gotten, the more I'm sorry as I've gotten, but not really full-heartedly. It's more of just all right, dude, I really don't care. I'm just gonna tell you I'm sorry to shut you up because I don't want to deal with this anymore. It's just shit like that. Something where someone actually you took the time to express how you felt about a certain situation. I would like to see some change here, whatever the fuck it may be. and it just instantly gets brushed off to as in I'm sorry, because that person doesn't give a shit to actually dig into what you're saying. So that's where it really starts getting misused.
And that's just accepted now. Like, just, but I mean, I don't accept it.
No.
Because if someone says that to me, I'm kind of recently I've been nice to everyone, but they're not like, the thoughts don't serve me. There's just, it's in and out. Yeah, I focus on the things that I should be focusing on because I have to change. I'm like you said, change is good. I'm not gonna be saying sorry anymore.
I'm not fucking sorry for anything.
I'm not exactly. I'm working. If I'm in the way, I'll move. Yeah, that's it. If I'm apologizing, I'm not gonna be saying sorry, and it's just gonna be emotion for me here on out.
So back to fucking change though, just because we got on a little fucking
We broke down
5-minute tangent.
a little tangent about fucking sorries and why we hate fucking sorries. Because if you're saying sorry consistently, then you're a sorry motherfucker, and expect to be a sorry motherfucker for the rest of your fucking life because all you do is say fucking sorry. So fuck you. Sorry. See what I fucking mean? Oh, man. See, it's not sincere. I'm not fucking sorry at all, but I just wanted to tell you fuckers to feel better.
Jesus.
That's literally it. That's literally what we just explained to just fucking happened right there. So there you fucking go. Gotta change that shit. So, but back to change. Like, seriously, change feels like fucking breaking at first. Change fucking sucks. Because comfort is home. Comfort feels good. It feels good to sit on your fucking couch. But when you have to change something, let's say get up because you ran out of fucking chips in your fucking bowl, it's fucking uncomfortable as all fucking hell. Because what do you got to do? You got to change your comfortable position to get up to serve yourself. So every time you're trying to fucking change and make your life better, expect that shit to fucking feel like you're broken. Expect that shit to suck. And embrace that. Embrace the pain. Embrace the suffering. Embrace the feeling of breaking and the feeling of change, because that's good. That's forward progression. That's not a bad feeling. That's kind of why I wanted to talk about this. Because everyone in society nowadays relates the feeling of change as bad. That feeling inside when you change something, when you do something to be better for yourself, and it hurts you to do it, but you know in the end it's gonna lead to better things, and it always does. But at first, it hurts you to fucking do that shit. It hurts you to take the bigger fucking step, to be the bigger fucking person, to make a change and stand for something. It does, because you're like, I feel like, why can't I be like everybody else who just fucking brushes it under the fucking table and does this and does that? Motherfucker, because that shit doesn't serve you, and that's why 99% of our fucking population is where they are, and only a 1% is where they are. There's a fucking reason behind that. So we need to learn how to embrace change. Embrace that feeling of fucking breaking and feeling like garbage just because everybody thinks that feeling is a garbage feeling. That feeling should fire you up. Yeah. When you're onto something and you're changing something and you're doing the hard things and shit fucking sucks, it shouldn't be like, fuck, this sucks. It should be like, fuck yeah, I'm doing something really, really, really good here. And that's why it feels like this. Because I'm resisting my bitch voice in my fucking head and I'm winning. I'm fucking winning.
Like, an example for me is past 4 days, I was going through like some mental strides and then some mental step backs where I was thinking about things that didn't serve me because of situations that happened, and I wanted to feel that negative emotion, but it's like I had someone fighting me, like, those thoughts don't serve you. And then I'm on the other side, like, I know they don't serve me, but it feels good to feel like that. And then again, those thoughts don't serve you. That feeling doesn't serve you because you're growing to change into something better. And it's hard. Like, I kind of break down in those moments. Like, it's very confusing, and like,
because it feels like you're breaking. You are breaking down.
But what I'm doing is I'm literally restructuring my brain.
You're bettering yourself.
That is why it's so difficult, because it is a neural pathway that for years I've been programmed to just go down that neural pathway, go down that neural pathway, go down that neural pathway. And now I know that that's happening. I'm stopping it, and it's like coming to a screeching halt. And it's like
trying to make a left turn.
Going on? It's like, wait, I'm confused. I've been doing this for years, and now you're telling me no. I don't understand. Yeah. And it's hard because it's you versus yourself. And I can't talk to anyone else about it. And it's so difficult during those times. I know I'll be better to not think those thoughts and be on that they don't serve me. But it's literally a battle, like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
But it's supposed to be.
And I am learning to embrace that.
But
why. What I'm saying is that change, like you said, it feels so weird, uncomfortable,
because
confusing.
No one experiences it.
It's like I don't know what's going on. Is like trying to figure out what's right or what's wrong, and it doesn't even matter. Like I know what I'm thinking, I don't like it, and that's it. But the change is the difficult part. The change is the part that's giving me like the what is going on.
Yeah, it's funny because I've definitely been dealing the same shit like since we got on this, because I've been conscious of the fact of how important our thoughts are. So even like, dude, today was the same way, yesterday was the same way. Like, I allow my mind to go on autopilot sometimes with just like the old shit. And it's not even like the old shit, it's just new thoughts, but in the same manner of like focusing on like I don't want to use negativity, because that's not like, it is negative thoughts, but it's not like negative it's viewing it in a negative manner, where instead of me, where how we think now is how we change any situation into how it can be positive. Yeah. I'm not solely focused on like, oh, this is shit. I'm just thinking about this situation is going to, like, I'm already pre-programming what the fuck's going to happen in the wrong manner. Instead of being like, you know what, this is going to end up this way, even though this just happened. I'm already thinking like, no, this just happened, so this is what's going to be the next step.
You're almost trying to like state facts that you know don't serve you, because they're going to turn out bad and not the way you really want them to
it's
turn
literally
out.
The worst.
And know you're thinking that, and you know the power of the thoughts you're thinking, so you're like, why the fuck am I thinking this way if I don't want that?
But it is literally because we're so used to that being the fact that it is fucking hard to change it. That's what I've been battling, bro. Even like when we listen to Kevin and shit like that, what resonates in my mind every time I'm fucking late is how Kevin in those tapes talked about when you're late and you're sitting there focused on, I'm late, what's going to keep happening? Random ass shit. You're going to miss corners. You're going to run into lights that you shouldn't have ran into. Whatever the fuck happens.
It's crazy.
And bro, when I'm late, it is so like, this is just one.
That's all you're like, I'm late. In every way possible, your mind is only thinking about, I'm late because of this, that, exactly. And you're just fucking feeding into bullshit.
And this is just one example of what we're trying to talk about, but like trying to change that mindset from just that simple thing of, okay, stop focusing on that. I'm late. I'm not late. I'm fucking on time. That's all you got to do.
And even if you
are
late,
it is uncomfortable right now because we are so used to stating the fact that we are late.
Focusing on being late when you're late. Okay, yes, that's
Sean, guess what? You're late.
Yeah, dude, that's what my mind's saying to me. That's what my fucking mind's saying.
But regardless, the way I like to do it when I'm feeling late, I'm like, dude, all right, if you are late, you're already fucking late. So let's fucking think about the good shit that could possibly happen, or let's just totally think about not being late or not. Time doesn't fucking exist. Time doesn't exist. So if I'm late, I'm late. Who the fuck are you to say I'm late? I walk into work an hour fucking late. They're like, you're late. I'm like, I am? And they're like, what the fuck do you mean? You were supposed to be here at 6. It's 7. I'm here. And they're like, yeah, but you're late. An hour late. I'm like, I'm here though. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm here though. Because I refuse to focus on being late. And I was like, I was already fucking late. So the second, if I woke up late, I just start smiling. I can't change it. Yeah. So rather than scurry, do my normal shit.
And you'll end up, when you do it like that, you'll end up being more on time than
it's crazy.
If you're focused on. But
or you just get there quicker than you thought.
Exactly.
Well,
that's what I'm talking
about. I thought I was about to be hella late. And look,
right?
I got here pretty early.
Dude, that's what literally is funny, because you like what you said happened to me this morning. So I was running like 15 minutes late because I worked out before work this morning. I fucking fucked up some shit this morning. Either way, I hop in the truck, GPS it, because I wasn't sure how to get from the gym to my job site. And it was like 25 minutes. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm about to be literally 20 minutes late to my job. So I started like booking it. And I'm like, dude, like, and literally I had to slow down because I'm doing like 100, 110 on the way to work. And I'm like, had to sit back and be like, why am I so worried about being late? Because no matter if I'm fucking do 110, I'm still going to be late. So now I risk getting pulled over, being even more late.
Making shit way worse.
And getting a fucking ticket that I really don't fucking need right now. And just making this whole day go to shit if I allow it to. Instead, I was just like, whatever, dude. Like, I'm already late. I just text my boss. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm going to be a little bit late. He's like, all right, whatever. And I was like, why the fuck did I make a big deal about that? Because even most of the time, most of our dudes are showing up 5-10 minutes late anyway, because in the morning, we're all getting our shit in the trucks, swapping, like, what we need into the truck for the day that we're using, whatever. So we don't leave the shop till 7:30, 7:45 anyway. So I'm like, why am I risking doing something stupid right now to get there 5 to 10 minutes earlier and still be late? It's not even like I'm going to make the fucking time.
But then when you do try to consciously change your thoughts and think about not being late, it just feels so wrong.
It's so hard.
Wrong. It feels so fucking wrong, but no, it's right.
You feel rushed. You feel fucking, like, in that scenario, you feel rushed. You feel like, I should feel this way.
No, you're just programmed to feel that way. You're just so fucking used to feeling that way because you've been taught the wrong ways of fucking thinking. That's all it is. And it's wild. And yeah, it is something as simple as being late. Motherfuckers can learn so much about life by just changing their process of thinking about being late.
And it's just the process of thinking in general. So it's like, all right, so when shit happens, immediately you're like, oh man, I wonder why that happened. But then, like, if you're not thought conscious, you start going in like, oh man, well then this, and I might not make it to work, and you start going into it. And the problem is you have to change that because you don't know. So like at first you're like, oh, what happened? And it's like, well, you have to be like, I don't know how this is gonna work out.
That might have happened, and it might have saved my life. Right? Why not think that way?
But I don't know how this is gonna work out. But this is gonna work out good. But then the other thing is like, what do you mean this is gonna work out good? Like, well, fucking, how are we gonna get to work tomorrow or whatever? It's like, and then again, back over the other side, like, I don't know. Those thoughts don't serve me. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but it's gonna be fine. And then you're like, what do you mean? I've been programmed to think this is not okay for years. You kind of start like, at least for me anyway, I'm just like, I don't know. But I know that not giving the negative, like you were saying, that negative thought process, it doesn't serve me to think that. So I just kind of beat that out of my head until I'm comfortable with being there. And being on like those thoughts don't serve me. This is good. I don't know how it's good. This is gonna work out.
And then thinking the thoughts that you understand are the better thoughts, but they don't feel right now.
Even though they don't feel like, oh, this is gonna be good.
You still think those thoughts. You're like, these don't feel fucking right. I don't want to think these. But the only reason is because my mind is so programmed like shit.
It's cool because a short story real quick. I have a friend and they were dealing with issues of trust. And I helped them change just by saying one thing. And it was cool because, I want to check back in with them now. And they're like, well, I don't trust that person. And it's like, I don't trust them just as much as if I like someone that I don't know. And I was like, honestly, you're just playing yourself out, because if you don't trust them and they do something, and you do trust them and they do something, either way, you're going to feel that same feeling of untrustworthy, this or that. And she's like, I've never thought about it like that before. I'm like, yeah, because you've been programmed to think like, oh, I can't trust someone because they've done something, as if someone that you do trust can't hurt you too. They have every potential.
But then they don't even understand that having those thoughts leads to fucking untrustworthy shit happening, because that's all they're attracting.
Yes.
Because your fucking thoughts are things. Like, it's fucking...
Exactly. So I'm curious to go back and check and see how that's changed, because that was very big for that person.
I bet you the whole situation changed. Or that person's completely gone and out of their life because they started attracting something different. It's crazy how quick it happens.
It's crazy.
Dude, it happened to me with the truck the other day. When all that fucked up shit happened with my truck and the wheel almost fucking fell off, I could have thought, I was laughing the whole fucking time. I didn't fucking know how it was going to be good. I was like, I was trying not to think, fuck, now you're not going to get the Harley and shit like that. And I just refused. Like, it felt wrong the whole time for me to laugh and not worry and not care. And everybody's looking at me like, bro, you literally almost just fucking died in your truck, and the truck almost ate the fucking ground. Your wheels fucking falling off. You got a fucked up truck now. This guy's not going to sell the bike. He's going to keep it. You're never going to find this deal again. I could have thought all those fucking things. And what would have happened that night? I wouldn't have a Harley today.
Yeah, exactly.
Except I was like, I don't know how this is going to fucking be good, but it's going to be fucking good. and I still got the bike. My truck got fixed the next day. No fucking problems. Everything went back together and I went along with my life. So a tragic to most people, if something like that happened to most people, dude, it would have probably ruined their whole week.
Yeah.
Maybe their whole
They would've
month
been
because of
focused
the
on it
bill
nonstop.
for the parts and fixing it and all this shit. But like something catastrophic like that happened and it didn't faze me.
That's what, dude.
It was a beautiful fucking
One
thing.
thing that puts things in perspective for me a lot is when you fucking think about all the dumb shit in your life that's happened like that. Even if it's not dumb shit, like even if it's something that really fucking slowed you down or hindered you or hurt you, whatever it may have been, how long did that shit last? I guarantee you don't even think about it anymore now.
No.
So anytime you're going through a situation where you think it's a fucking end of the world for whatever reason you think it is, be like, yo, dude, in a week, 2 weeks, a year, this ain't even gonna fucking affect me anymore. I'm not even gonna remember this. So why am I gonna let it hurt me so much today when I could just be like, all right, shit happened, let's move on with it?
It's because people are so lost in the past and in the future. So when they're forced to be present and feel all those feelings, especially feelings that fucked up situations bring to the surface, they can't handle it because they are never present. They're in this fucking la fucking picture perfect world in their fucking brain, and they have no critical thinking skills. They have developed no good habits, and they're just fucking shit. They're useless human beings. That's why, look at everybody, like, and we're all fucking, we can all attest to this with breakups. We've all done it. We've been fucking, our hearts ripped out, right? Down, out, in pain, crying, weeks, maybe months, depending on how much you love the person, depending on how long the relationship is. But what fucking always happens? You get back in another relationship. It might be a year from then, it might be months from then, or whatever. And then what happens? They repeat the same fucking cycle over, and the next breakup feels just as fucking shitty as the last one. But yet they've done it 10 fucking times.
Not changing one
Especially
thing.
these girls that just jump from guy to guy to guy. They go on tangents after they break up with the dude. They drink like crazy. They do all this crazy shit. They're all depressed and down, and a month later they're with the new guy. They're happy, and then a couple months later it's the same fucking shit over and over again. And it's just crazy because they're so far past the present that when they're forced to come back to the present, they lose their shit.
And the people that they find that they're hopping from are
it's just
the
more
people
bad,
that
more
they're
bad, more
like
bad,
drinking
more.
and partying with. Eventually, like they find a situation. Oh, this guy's cool. I'm out partying and drinking. Like, just so you know, it's very rare to find the person that's going to be able to make you be the best person you want to be at the bar drinking alcohol. Just so you know. Okay. Just want to get that clear.
That's exactly
back
why
to
I
it.
don't fucking talk to people right now. And that's exactly why after my last relationship, I told myself, my last relationship, I made a commitment to myself. And I said, the next girl, before dating that girl, I said, the next girl that I date, I will take to the grave with me because that's what I want. I made that conscious decision to wake up relationships are a choice. If we're going to go down this fucking road real quick, it's literally you wake up every day and you choose that person. Yes, you do have the right to wake up and not choose that person anymore. And that's all that's happening. When bad shit happens, you just don't want to choose that person because they don't contribute to you. But that's a part of the fucking process.
Well, dude.
If you made a commitment to choose them, choose them. Choose that fucking person. Be picky before a relationship. Don't just jump from person to person to person because first of all, how can you attract the best person for you if you're not the best you? Second of all, how can you expect to attract anyone that makes you happy if you just continue to jump into other things thinking that they are the one that is going to contribute to your happiness?
Dude,
Never.
I think the biggest, and it ties right into our topic about change, is literally like, I think the biggest thing that's overlooked in any relationship is the fact that you're not going to find the perfect girl. You're not going to find the perfect man. You're going to
Build the perfect
relationship.
relationship. It's so fucking simple.
And literally, like, that's because I've had this with my girl before, and honestly, being around you two and shit like that really opened my eyes to, like, I've always had my quirks in a relationship. Like, I feel at least that I'm very, like, a giving person. Yeah, I have my fucking issues I need to work on, shit like that. Like, I get angry over not stupid shit, but like I allow things to fucking go, and then I'll just snap, and then it's like, why did I act like that? Whatever. Like I have my different quirks I need to work on, of course, but I feel like I'm always fucking pretty decent in a relationship. But being around you guys and talking about this shit and stuff like that, I really understood that relationships take shit ton of work, and they take change in yourself and the other person, and you guys got to come together and make like
you have to accept that in them. A lot of people can't even accept change in other people.
Exactly.
When that change is going to better your relationship.
Yep.
When your partner is changing, help them, motherfucker.
Yeah, like
don't fucking resist them, you scumbag.
You got to
like,
be in the process
hate
with
people
you.
like that.
You got to understand like where the person's at now. And also
where you want them to be and where they want to go.
And where they want you to be.
And what that's going to take to get there. Change.
Exactly. And it's just so fucking overlooked. Like it's just so insane to me that people, and we've all thought this way, but there is no getting into a relationship and it's just, that's it, we're getting married. Like, no, there's going to be a lot of fucking hard times, but there's going to be a lot of great times too. And during that process, throughout that whole journey, your whole life, it's going to cause so much change in each other. If you stick through it and you honestly fucking wake up every day and decide to be with that person, it's going to benefit so many parts in your fucking life, because you are right there living the cycle of something needs to change. I need to get uncomfortable. I need to change it. And what better person to do that is
with somebody you love,
with
and
someone you
want
love
to
and
win.
that you're intimate with,
and that
and like,
exactly all those good
like
things.
No one
all
else
those
you
good
have.
things. That's what blows my mind. My ex-girlfriend, the last one I was in, constantly telling me I need to change things. And I was consciously changing things as much I could because I wanted this shit to work. I told her every single morning, babe, I wake up every single day and I choose you. On my bad days, on my good days, on my fucking terrible days, on my fucking just lost days, everything. I promise you, I will always choose you no matter what. It's going to be a process. I'm going to have to do a lot of work. And as I'm changing to be the man she wanted me to be, because she thought that's what she needed, even though it had nothing to do with me, she had a lot to change that she wasn't willing to change, which is whatever. But as I'm changing to be the man that she wants me to be and was telling me I needed to be, or this relationship was done, she still had the fucking audacity to tell me I was fucked up and I'm a scumbag and I'm changing. And I looked at her and I said, did you hear what the fuck you just said? And she looked at me and she said, what? You're fucking changing and I don't like it. I said, motherfucker, you want me to be a different person. You want me to be better. How the fuck do I get there if I don't change? And she just said, you're absolutely fucking crazy. Leave me the fuck alone. And I'm like, what? I couldn't, like, dude, my mind wanted to explode when she couldn't get the concept of change. And it made no fucking sense. Like, it was like I was like some foreign fucking alien, like, how do you become a different person if you don't change? And then when you're changing to be that good person, you're now a fucking piece of shit for changing? Like, what the fuck do you want?
Well, dude,
do you understand what you're saying? You're literally contradicting yourself. I would literally just sit there. You're contradicting yourself. Listen to yourself. You're contradicting yourself. Listen to yourself. And all I would get back is, you're such a fucking asshole. You think you always know what the fuck you're talking about. Blah. I'm like, no, I'm trying to help you realize something so that we can be better.
Well, that's right there. Like, that is the point where things start getting difficult. And that's when you either stick with it or you fucking give up. If it's not...
And most motherfuckers give up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even going to say it's not what you want. It's what you want, but you're just not willing to get uncomfortable. And, like, that's what change is. Like, change
That's what we're talking about right now. That's what
Every
I'm saying.
time you have to change. Anytime you have to change shit.
Put that in your relationship. It's going to get super uncomfortable when both of you are changing to be better for each other. Expect that.
Especially if it's something...
Because it's uncomfortable for you alone.
Yeah.
Let alone another person that you have no control over.
And it's especially...
It's scary as fuck.
Especially when it becomes something that you both agree upon that you guys need to change for each other. Not even just separate, but as a couple, you guys both need to work on this for you guys to work. That shit's fucking uncomfortable, dude.
It sucks.
And it sucks because you'll watch yourself slip up and you're like, fuck. Like, get on top of this shit, dude. Do you want this? Do you not want this? What the fuck do you want? Like, fuck.
Yeah, bro.
So,
yeah, bro. That's the crazy fucking thing.
And it's like it also takes time. It's not instant.
Yeah,
like
no, that's true.
They expect you to change tomorrow.
Change takes time, like long time. Like not everything, but it's like
some
all right.
things,
So
yeah.
if you like, it's like you started changing.
Depends how deep that pathway is.
And then she was like, oh, like, she started like acting a little crazy, but like you started changing, and she didn't wait for any results. Like,
No.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
It wasn't
if you're
fast
changing to change, you have to be able to change and fail and realize what works and what doesn't, and change and get to a point where you can see, hey, I was this way then, and I'm this way now.
Look, I'm actually
There has to be some kind of result. There has to be some kind of time.
But it's not going to be overnight.
It's not instant. Like, you can't say, oh, I don't like this about you and I don't like this about you, and then
Change it.
in a week
Yeah.
it's supposed to be different. Like, no, it takes time. Things like that's how the brain works. I think that a lot of failed understanding is that the brain actually works. Like, it has a way that it works. People just think like, oh, like that's just me,
It
or
doesn't
that's
work
just my
like that,
brain.
yeah.
Like the brain works a certain way. Like, read about it, research about it, so maybe you can understand as well, like why you're a certain way or why you do things
It's
a certain
so
way,
simple,
because
dude.
that's how the brain works. And for me, this really hits home, because changing one thing about me is I'm just a giving person. I'm figuring that out about myself. It's how I am. It's my subconscious. It's what I do. I think about people. I think about their birthdays. I think about everything. I like giving people gifts, all that stuff. The problem is that I do it for people that don't deserve it, even though I've been doing it for a long time. But it's like then when now going through this and sitting back, like I'm so critical about myself. But I have to change that because I am so giving of everything to everyone. I'm very like considerate in my own, like, you don't know I'm thinking about you. You're not even around and I'm thinking about you. I'm doing things for people because I like them and
But
I'm
they'll
give.
never
It's
know.
just me. So like I'm thinking about it. It's like I have people I don't really talk to anymore. It's like I've been there for them. They've been there for me. Then I've been there for them. I've gifted them things, and this is not like to say like I want something in return, but I've done things for them and nothing really is reciprocated, but they feel entitled just to get me. Like I don't want to give myself to any, like I don't really talking to people anymore, because when I do, I give my all, and then people feel entitled to get everything they get, and that's not how it should work. Like if I think about your birthday and I'm conscious about it, I expect you to think about mine. If I do something for you and I'm conscious about it, it's just like a reciprocation. Like we have reciprocation. Some people don't. So for me, it like hurts. That's that change. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like I do all this shit. Like I'm not a bad person. Like why wouldn't they think of me? Like I want someone to think, you know, and it's like,
Well, you have to change the thought
I have to
process
change.
of
Exactly. I'm
expecting
changing.
something back.
Well, yeah. Like
If
I
you
don't
wanna be a giver, be a giver, but
Well,
don't
no.
expect-
Like, well, the thing is, I'm learning that I am a giver, whether I like it or not, and that it hurt because I don't quite I didn't understand it because I'm not getting
It
reciprocation.
hurt because your
It hurts.
opinion about them giving back or not giving back. That's
Right,
it.
like, well, it's about their consideration of my
Not
consideration.
theirs. Listen to what you're saying. It
And-
has nothing to do with them.
Well, yeah, because I'm not getting a reciprocation.
But it has nothing to do with
But
them.
let me finish what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is I'm trying to change the fact of that feeling because I know it doesn't matter. Like I'm going to be giving and that's how I am. And I have to understand that everything else that happens is irrelevant. So them not giving back, irrelevant. I have to accept that. Them not
Well,
doing things,
that's what I'm
irrelevant.
saying.
I have to accept that. But what I can control and change is accepting that and not being with those people, not being a part of those people, not giving all myself to the people that don't deserve it, and learning how to change so I don't feel that way because it feels bad and it doesn't serve me to feel that way.
We can talk about this further off podcast, but I know what you're saying,
No,
and I
like-
want to help you process that a little differently, which we'll get to, but I'm not going to go into it on here.
Yeah, of course. But just changing that
But
feeling,
I know
like, it hurts.
I understand.
It's crazy. It feels weird. I don't understand
exactly what you're trying to say. Yes, because I was like that too, and it took me a while to understand what was wrong with my thought process that caused that sort of feelings for myself.
Right.
So I got you.
It's hard.
But dude, it's not hard. This stuff is very simple.
It's simple, but it is fucking hard. But you want to go towards shit that's hard because the easy route is never the right route.
But it's only hard right now because it's so foreign.
That's what I mean. But it will always. Anytime
in 5 years from now,
it won't be hard. If you
this shit is not going to be hard for us,
bro.
It's only hard for us because we're so fucking programmed, fucked up.
One of my favorite quotes I read that like resonates hard is the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is today or now. So what that literally means is like change is fucking hard, right? If you wanted to change something in your life, it's fucking difficult. So right now, you sitting here, you have two options. You can either change it today or you can wait till tomorrow. And then tomorrow, you have the same two options. If you keep pushing off because it's hard, that's never going to change. It's never going to get fucking easy. And then you're going to think about, dude, you're going to think about like 6 months down the line, like, yo, what if I just did it that day I thought about it? Yeah. Right now, I'd be in a totally different spot. Yeah. Bro, I think about all the time when I used to bodybuild, like, there'd be something I slipped up on, like, say, like, fucking vacuums. I'm like, bro, what if I stuck to vacuuming all off season? Like, the way I'd be able to, but it was so hard in off season because I'm eating so much, it hurt so bad, like, I gave up on it. But, like, if I stuck with that, I was like, my vacuums and my waist would be fucking insane right now.
Yeah.
So you could tie that into anything where you could chip away at it or just make that change today and stick to it. Just think about where you will be in 6 months, a year, and whatever. But if you don't do that, you won't fucking... In 6 months and a year, you'll look back and be like, I made zero progress at all.
It's just the fucking entitlement to this fucking instant gratification. Like, why people fucking think that way right now... It doesn't blow my mind because I know exactly why they fucking think the way they think.
It was grown into that.
And it's fucking taught to you by every fucking person around you.
Yeah.
Just fucking look around.
Dude, what's taught now is if it's not comfortable, don't fucking do it.
That's
which is
so
fucking
wrong,
bullshit.
dude. That is so wrong. That is so fucking wrong.
The only time I would agree with something like that is if you're going after something that you know you truly don't want, but you're trying to fit in.
That's different. But that's a totally different fucking situation.
People will confuse that.
But that's just because they're fucking dumb motherfuckers that won't that refuse to fucking self-reflect.
We're not talking about something that you don't want to do. We're talking about something like, oh shit, I want to do this.
Yes.
But now I got this wall in front of me.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can pull it apart. Just fucking be real with yourself.
That's it, bro. Motherfuckers can't even be real with themselves, bro. How crazy is that?
Self-evaluation
you can't even tell yourself the fucking truth. But yet you worry about everybody else. Everybody else. Fuck you, you fucking pussy. Fuck you. You're the problem. You're the fucking problem. So if this hurts you right now, good. It's supposed to fucking hurt you. It's supposed to fucking hurt. It's supposed to fucking feel painful. You're supposed to fucking suffer. It's simple shit, bro. I'll suffer for the fucking rest of my life with a fucking smile on my face. Because I know I'm winning when I'm suffering. So fuck you. I've done it for years now. Years now. I know. I don't know, but I understand. It's crazy. It really is simple stuff. I think we need to dig a little deeper on change and maybe break it down a little bit more seriously per topic. But I think that was a good broad little... Like,
I agree. Like,
kind of just like it's opening up the book of change, and it gives you some basic information as to what and why, and the feelings behind it all, and the negative beliefs about it that aren't truly negative. Like, just understand that you have been taught wrong. Accept that. Accept that fucking fact that you have been taught wrong. Because if you were taught right, you'd be doing everything you fucking think you should be doing. And that's a simple fact that you can't deny. If you fucking knew what the fuck you were doing, you'd be doing everything you want to do then. So why the fuck aren't you doing everything you want to do? Because you have no fucking clue what you're doing, but yet you want to tell everybody else and yourself that you know. So fuck you. You're the problem. Seriously. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you fuck you all day because I just feel like a fuck you mood.
Even if you break that, like, even if you talk to like one of the most successful people in the world, they'll tell you when they're getting into something new, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. It's something they have no idea.
They still you talk to people who have multi-million-dollar businesses and they'll still tell you, I have no clue what I'm doing.
No, I just fucking
every day's a new fucking day with new fucking opportunities and new fucking shit and I just figure it out day by day.
It's literally the most simplistic thing ever.
It's
the
so
rich
simple.
And the poor, if you're starting off at poor and you're looking at the rich dude, you both are laying a brick a day. Like that's all you're trying to do.
It's
the
just
rich guy's doing the same thing.
The rich guy just laid 100 million bricks already.
Yeah.
You haven't fucking laid one.
You haven't started yet. But
you haven't laid one.
But
that motherfucker's been laying bricks for 20 years.
And he still doesn't know what
20 years.
No, he still doesn't know what the next brick is.
And you still want to call him lucky.
Yeah.
But he's out there just like you on the fucking rainy days, on the fucking sunny days, on the fucking cloudy days, on the hot days, on the cold days, on the snowy days. It don't fucking matter. That motherfucker lays his brick every day because that's all he can do.
And like Andy Frisella said this before, Andy Frisella is turning a fucking supplement company of all things into $1 billion company, which is insane. But he says it all the time when he gets into topics like this. He's like, people ask me like, how do I know what the next step is, or what do I do?
Don't.
He's like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing now. And he's like, I have $1 billion
company
all the time,
all the time.
Like
he's like, I don't even know how the fuck I got here, but I just started. Let's go,
bro. You're talking about a guy that literally, like, there's literally probably 2 other companies that are up to his stand, like up to the amount of money he pulls in that are supplement companies, because like there's not that much money. Well, there is obviously that much money in supplements, but you have to be a fucking crazy ass motherfucker and dig for that shit. But either way, you're talking about a dude that started from zero, started with nothing, struggled the whole beginning, but he stuck to his fucking guns, kept going, and he still has the same answer he had 5 years ago. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just next step.
Brick. Lay a fucking brick every day.
Just fucking do it.
Seriously, look at Nike. One of the most successful companies in the world. Their fucking slogan.
3 words.
That everybody wears. Everyone fucking wears. You know how many billions of people wear the "just do it" fucking saying,
but don't do shit.
And then they don't just do it,
dude.
They just fucking wear. Oh,
that's how simple. Like, bro,
yo, that is that simple.
Success is that spelled simple. Out all the way around. Nike throws it across their fucking logo, the most well-known logo in the world. They throw the answer to life right on it. And you motherfuckers ain't even looking.
And you just complicate it. It's simple, motherfuckers. Stop complicating shit. Stop it. Stop fucking overthinking and just think normally. I can't even say that. Fuck that. You can't think. Learn how to think before you can learn how to think normally. There's no normal. Your normal is your normal.
Yeah.
There's no fucking such thing as normal. Just learn how to fucking think. Please. Think.
And learn to fucking accept some change.
And learn to fucking...
Because it's going to push you to fucking limits you never thought you could be at.
Learn how to accept some change. Facts. Guys, we love you. We want you to be better. So sometimes we're hard on you. Sometimes we say some shit that you don't want to hear. But if it fucking hurts you and you don't want to hear it, there's probably a reason why it hurts you and why you don't want to hear it. So start using the shit that hurts you to your fucking advantage. We've been saying it for fucking months now. You know where to find us. It's Andy Danchuk.
The Golden Boy.
Jack Blames.
James Black.
OneOOne. You know the vibes.
OneOOne Boys, baby. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
We got you. We're here to help. We want to spread love. We want to spread joy. We want to spread positivity. And we want to teach you the process of thinking, the proper process of thinking, because the only thing different from you and that person that has everything that they want is the way they think. Good night.
Night.
Peace.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction, cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.